Hi there. We're on 102, day 102 of our Through the New Testament in a Year. And we're on Luke chapter 11. We're going to finish this today. Important stuff in here. When the crowds were increasing, he, Jesus, began to say, "This generation is an evil generation. It seeks for a sign, but no sign will be given to it except the sign of Jonah." All right. Jonah was in the fish for 3 days. For as Jonah became a sign to the people of Nineveh, so will be the Son of Man to this generation. The queen of the south will rise up at the judgment. That's in Revelations, okay? He knows this already. With the men of this generation and condemn them, for she came from the ends of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon, and behold, something greater than Solomon is here, okay? Now that's like important key right there. We've been studying Solomon's Proverbs every morning. For the last 20 months, we've been studying it. Every month we do the book of Proverbs. And it said that Solomon was the wisest man who ever lived, okay? Something greater than Solomon was here, okay? We learn from reading Proverbs that he's teaching wisdom, and Jesus was wisdom personified, okay? Greater than Solomon. The men of Nineveh will rise up at the judgment with this generation and condemn it, for they repented at the reproaching of Jonah. And behold, something greater than Jonah is here. Okay? They won't even see it. The light in you. No one, after lighting a lamp, puts it in a cellar or under a basket, but on a stand, so that those who enter may see the light. Your eye is the lamp of your body. When your eye is healthy, your whole body is full of light. But when it is bad, your body is full of darkness. Therefore, be careful, lest the light in you be darkness. If then your whole body is full of light, having no dark, it will be wholly bright, as when a lamp with its rays gives you light. The light in you. Woes to the Pharisees and the lawyers. Scribes, they called them, right? While Jesus was speaking, a Pharisee asked him to dine with him. So he went and reclined at the table. The Pharisee was astonished to see that he did not first wash before dinner. And the Lord said to him, "Now you Pharisees cleanse the outside of the cup and of the dish, but inside you are full of greed and wickedness." Ooh. You're talking to your host like that, right? "You fools, do not he who make the outside make the inside also? But give as alms those things that are within, and behold, everything is clean for you." Right? Give as alms those things that are within. Right? But woe to you, Pharisees, for you tithe mint and rue and every herb, and neglect justice and the love of God. These you ought to have done without neglecting the others. Woe to you, Pharisees, for you love the best seat in the synagogues and greetings in the marketplaces. Woe to you, for you are like unmarked graves, people who walk over them without knowing it. Wow. One of the lawyers answered him, "Teacher, in saying these things, you insult us also." He said, "Woe to you, lawyers, also." Won't leave them out, right? "For you load people with burdens hard to bear, and you yourselves do not touch the burdens with one of your fingers. Woe to you, for you build the tombs of the prophets whom your fathers killed. So you are witnesses, and you consent to the deeds of your fathers, for they killed them, and you build their tombs. Therefore also the wisdom of God said, I will send them prophets and apostles, some of whom they will kill and persecute, so that the blood of all the prophets shed from the foundation of the world may be charged against this generation. From the blood of Abel to the blood of Zechariah, who perished between the altar and the sanctuary. Yes, I tell you, it will be required of this generation. Woe to you, lawyers, for you have taken away the key of knowledge. You did not enter yourselves, and you hindered those who were entering." Wow. And he went away from there. The scribes and Pharisees began to press him hard and to provoke him to speak about many things, lying in wait for him to catch him in saying something he may say, right? Always trying to catch him. Right? Their livelihoods were threatened. Okay. It goes on today with the Pharisees and the lawyers, right? Most politicians are lawyers, right? With their fancy suits and stuff on the outside and telling everybody what to do while they do exactly the opposite themselves. Inside, they are filthy. Right? Some things never change. Some things never change. So, he's getting himself in trouble, right? And tomorrow we're going to begin Luke 12. Beware of the leaven of the Pharisee. That's good stuff. So, there you go. That was easy, huh? Just a couple minutes. Lots of good lessons in there, okay? And it's especially interesting how some things never change, okay? Some things never change. The Pharisees are still here. The lawyers are still here, right? And the scribes and the politicians. Right? The Pharisees were the politicians and the preachers of those days, okay? Clean and fancy on the outside. They love all the respect and the fancy clothes and the big cars, but inside they are filthy, not doing anything that they're telling you to do. Beware of those kind of people. So there you go. Read the Bible yourself. Learn these things, okay? We're going to keep doing this. Catch up on anything you may have missed. Give us a like if you think about it. But tomorrow we'll continue. See you then.